ET Canada's Vegas Week.
Kanye gets ready to debut his famous video in a groundbreaking way.
And inside his VIP experience and why he's charging his fans to see it.
Then Ben Affleck slurring and swearing over Deflategate, why he went off on a profanity-ridden rant and confessed about hitting rock bottom. Plus, Drake's massive new lawsuit. Did he really order his bodyguard to beat up a music producer?
And Miley's LGBTQ movement.
Yeah, how the pop star is solidifying her gay icon status.
Somehow makes up for all the shit that I do.
I'm Cheryl Hickey.
I'm Rick Campanelli in Las Vegas.
And I'm Roz Weston, and this is ET Canada, the nation's entertainment powerhouse.
Welcome to ET Canada's Vegas Week.
You know, this truly is the entertainment capital of the world, and all week long we've been exploring the very best of what this spectacular city has to offer.
And now we're seeing things in a whole new light. Yeah, we're here at the Neon Museum, Las Vegas.
This place is so cool. It's an outdoor exhibition space which features over 200 signs that were once part of the history of this iconic town.
Yeah, it's like taking a trip down memory lane. You have to come and enjoy some of this artwork.
Very, very cool. Vegas just keeps surprising us, don't they? Anyway, more from the Neon Museum later in the show, but right now it's back to you, Roz, in the studio.
Thank you, guys. Now, he is a two-time Oscar winner, an A-list filmmaker suited up as Batman, but above all else, Ben Affleck is a passionate football fan, or more specifically, a very passionate Tom Brady fan, who just went on an epic, rage-filled anti-NFL rant that is still making headlines today.
Deflategate is the ultimate bull outrage of sports. That would be the greatest moment of my life if I got to
bring Tom Brady. Just get him to
just be like, tell him, Tom. Tell him you. Tell him you're tired of this bullshit. I'm the best quarterback ever. This is bullshit. Tell him.
Affleck on the attack. Riled up, swearing and slurring. It's the new interview trending online today.
It's a ridiculous smear campaign.
People couldn't turn away after Ben went on a Deflategate rant, which left many fans wondering if he was drunk. You can see he was drinking water on camera, and sources close to the star say he is 100% sober, and the only reason he was slurring his words was because he's very passionate about Tom Brady being suspended for 4 games this upcoming NFL season. Today, Ben tweeted, "For those of you keeping score at home, I give exactly 18 about my Pats. Upon reflection, 12 probably would have been sufficient. We Boston fans have always been known for our subtlety." If you watch the whole interview, you'll see that Ben did have some calmer moments as he delved into his personal life and talked about his career hitting rock bottom from 2003 to 2007.
I was like the lowest rung of cool and talented that you could possibly be in the public consciousness or whatever at that time. And, you know, I had broken up with Jennifer Lopez, and I had like 3 or 4 movies in a row that bombed.
Ben wanted that box office stardom, and just like Will Smith, lost his way. Will spoke about his low point, Wild Wild West, while in Cannes yesterday. "I had so much success that I started to taste global blood. My focus shifted from my artistry to winning. I wanted to win and be the biggest movie star." Affleck, however, didn't let the struggle cripple him. He started focusing his attention on directing, and his 2007 movie Gone Baby Gone led Amy Ryan to an Oscar nomination.
My wife was really, really instrumental and helpful in me doing a lot of that work, because I was like just, you know, so focused on making the movie and cutting the movie and writing movies and, you know, doing all that stuff. And it was harder to balance family and all that. And I got to a point where I could breathe a little bit. And I felt like whatever anyone else thinks, like, I'm proud of this work.
All right, so Ben is obviously passionate about his Patriots, and Kanye is passionate about a lot of things, money, a lot of things. And now he's ready to release a new video for, of course, his song Famous, which features the controversial lines about Taylor Swift. The line goes, "I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that be famous." Remember? Kanye will premiere the new video at a ticketed event tomorrow night at the LA Forum, which will cost his fans $25, although the event will also be live streamed. Now, of course, the song created a war of words between the two superstars, with Taylor denying Kanye's claim that she gave her approval on the lyrics before the song dropped. So, could this video be an epic takedown of Taylor? We're going to have to wait and see, but if it is, this certainly would not be the first revenge video we've ever seen. Remember when Justin Timberlake had that Britney look-alike in the video for Cry Me a River? Then there was Gwen Stefani singing about No Doubt bandmate Tony Kanal dumping her on Don't Speak. Hank even featured her then estranged husband Gary Hart in So What? How can we forget Alanis Morissette's classic takedown in You Oughta Know? And even Taylor has gotten her revenge, reportedly on Katy Perry in Bad Blood. Bad news for Drake. He is getting slapped with a lawsuit from one of his former creative partners, a guy named Noel Fisher, who is known in the music biz as Detail. Now, he claims that back in 2014, one of Drake's bodyguards brutally beat him up. And the reason was that he rejected Drake's request to produce an entire album for him exclusively. After he turned down Drake's offer, he was then invited to Drake's Calabasas estate later that year. And when he showed up at the house around 2 a.m., he was unpleasantly greeted by Drake's right-hand man, a guy named Chubbs, who allegedly broke his jaw. Now, we have reached out to Drake's team today for comment, but have not heard anything yet. But a very definitive verdict has been determined in the Stairway to Heaven copyright lawsuit, and Led Zeppelin is coming out on top. Now, it's been decided in a Los Angeles court that the legendary rock band did not steal the riff for Stairway to Heaven from this track, released in the 60s, called Taurus. That was a song by an old band called Spirit. Now, the debate has been going on for years whether that song was the original source for Stairway to Heaven, but it didn't go to court until 2 years ago. And now that the trial is over, Stairway to Heaven is safe to hold on to its title as one of the most treasured rock songs of all time.
And she's fine staring to heaven.
When you're standing here in Las Vegas at the Neon Museum under the beautiful desert skies, it's kind of hard to believe this part of the world was also part of the Ice Age.
Yeah, so true. And now Ice Age, the movie franchise, is back with its fifth film called Ice Age Collision Course.
And all of your favorite characters are back, including Vegas' favorite Jennifer Lopez, who once again really sinks her teeth into playing She-Ra, the saber-toothed tiger.
The most fun part about playing She-Ra is that I kind of get to be the more sassy side of myself.
But really, when is she not sassy?
I ain't gonna do your laundry, I ain't your mama.
From strutting her stuff on screen to bringing attitude in the audio booth.
Wait, this half a snack is a dinosaur whisperer? Just to be clear, that's a pumpkin, right? In your face, Space Rock!
J-Lo is right at home behind the mic, but how does Michael Strahan handle the pressure to perform?
What? I can't hear you! The hardest thing to do is not the dialogue. The hardest thing to do is sometimes make the grunty noises like, oh, hi, yeah.
So there's definitely some grunt work, but it's all worth it to make animated movie magic.
Most fun thing I've ever done.
I have kids, and that's the part of the animation that they love. It's just how funny it is and all the little jokes and all the amazing characters, and Ice Age really captured that from their very first film.
PokerStars.net Team Pro Daniel Negreanu is a powerhouse at the poker table with 6 World Series of Poker bracelets and 2 World Poker Tour Championship titles. And tonight on Global, he is going all in on the small screen on a brand new episode of Canada's #1 drama series, Private Eyes.
You know, I grew up watching Beverly Hills 90210. I don't know if I shared that with him yet, but like, I had my sideburns like this because he did, and I tried to do my hair like he did. It's funny.
Daniel Negreanu is no stranger to appearing on the big screen.
Give me 500.
But now this poker star is trading in his cards to join Jason Priestley and the Private Eyes gang.
Well, they reached out to me, and they're doing a poker scene, and they're looking for a poker player who is famous, maybe Canadian, and I kind of fit the bill. I get involved in a big hand, and as happens in Hollywood, I lose it, which would never happen in real life, and it sets the stage for the rest of the episode. I've seen many a trap in my day, not falling for this one. In fact, a lot of actors make good poker players. The best celebrity poker player out there who could be a professional if he chooses to be is Tobey Maguire.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
More cameos are not off the table for Daniel. In fact, he wanted to be an actor as a child long before he played the hand he was dealt.
I've always been a competitive person, but I wasn't going to make it in the NBA, being 5'9". I wasn't going to make it in the NHL, being 130 pounds. So I was too tall to be a jockey. All that was left for me was poker.
Coming up, Blake Lively goes rogue in our all-new interview.
Women are always objectified. Let's get the men to take off the shirt. Yeah, it's Game of Thrones, this junket.
Then the new face of the LGBTQ movement.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
She was just like, this is who I am, take it or leave it.
Welcome back to ET Canada's Vegas Week.
Yeah, we're hanging out here at the Neon Museum, Las Vegas, and we're joined by the museum's director, Rob McCoy. Nice to see you, Rob.
It's great to have you guys here.
Give us a little history of this unique, one-of-a-kind museum.
Well, it's a fascinating museum. It's the only one like it in the world.
Yeah.
About 20 years ago, we started saving the collection here because we basically were imploding our famous hotels, but we needed to retain the history. And what better way to retain your history than to save the iconic signs that are so associated with Las Vegas and 20th century America.
No doubt. Las Vegas artifacts.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Rob. All right. Now, talk about neon lights. Matt Babel is on the historic Fremont Street, where he first turns to a life of crime and then gets behind the wheel of, get this, an absolutely ridiculously gorgeous Lamborghini.
Thanks, Rick and Cheryl. I am also downtown Las Vegas right now, the Fremont Street Experience, something that should definitely be on your Vegas checklist. As you can see, it's one of the many unique attractions that Vegas has to offer.
Vegas has a dynamic mix of attractions, from glamorous hotels to historical sites. One of them being the Mob Museum, where real artifacts are held from iconic mobsters.
So we have interactive exhibits like an electric chair. So we have wiretaps where you can put on the headphones and hear the actual mobsters saying these illicit things that actually got them landed in jail. So lots of stuff to see here at the museum.
Mob is a Hollywood genre that never goes unwanted, from The Sopranos to Scarface to the 1967 film St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
And that is the actual bricks from the 1929 massacre in Chicago, where members of Bugs Moran's gang were shot and killed against this wall by, allegedly, members of Al Capone's gang.
Changing gears, Matt took the wheel and satisfied his need for speed at Speed Vegas, which gave him a whole new level of adrenaline.
A $30 million, 100-acre motorsports complex here on the boulevard in Las Vegas. It's a place where you can drive, you can choose an amazing exotic car from Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, get the chance to experience that on a world-class mile-and-a-half track. It's an amazing, amazing place.
What are some of the top speeds that you can come and hit on a straightaway on the track?
The real feature, I think, is the half-mile straight. So it's a monster. It's a chance to open it up and see what you can do. The highest that I've heard so far is 143 miles an hour.
So I, too, have a need for speed. What can I expect from today's experience?
Well, you're going to have your socks blown off. When you get out, we're going to ask you to hold your hand up. We're going to watch to see if it's wiggling a little bit. If so, we know you've got your adrenaline pumping today.
Matt buckled up in his flaming orange Lamborghini LP 550 that reaches 201 miles an hour.
Feels like where I belong. Even keel.
Las Vegas, we do summer like nowhere else.
Yeah, Matt,
So
well
good.
done. He has the need for speed.
Absolutely.
right?
A Lamborghini is the way to go.
It is a very beautiful car, no doubt about that. Speaking of beautiful, Blake Lively, she is back on the big screen.
That's right, and she's doing it all on her own, battling a great white shark
Yes.
in the new thriller, The Shallows.
We've been trying to get his shirt off all day.
Really?
No, she's not just talking about her husband, Ryan Reynolds. Blake wants all men out there to take it off.
Yeah, women are always objectified. Let's get the men to take off the shirt.
Take off the shirt.
It's Game of Thrones, this junket.
Okay, maybe not, but Blake did bear a whole lot of skin for her role in The Shallows, and it wasn't easy to do underwater.
In order to keep the water clear, they'd have to just pour tons of chemicals in. Not mix it in properly, but just like pour crap in. So your skin just starts to just fall off and it becomes raw skin, and then the chemical hits it. It's tough, but fun.
But the movie is more than skin deep, diving into our emotions, touching on loss and love.
There's a scene in the movie where you look in and you're talking to your sister and your dad, and you say with such conviction, you say,
I love you so much. And it's so convincing. Who are you thinking about when you deliver that line?
I think I'm thinking about family in general. I'm thinking about that home that I'll never see again, what it smelled like, what the dinner table was like, what our favorite meal was, what the driveway looked like. You know, all those familiar things that you think you'll see all the time. Because family is so important to me, I could only imagine what it would be like saying goodbye to my family.
The movie takes a dark turn when a shark is on the hunt. But there's only one thing Blake's after: food. Our interview takes a lively turn when we mention pregnancy cravings.
How you feeling? I almost brought you a jar of pickles.
Almost.
You having weird cravings? Almost, because I wasn't sure what you'd be craving.
No, almost is nonsense.
That's
Can
not
I tell
good
you,
enough?
real friends bring you real food.
I wasn't sure what you'd be craving. What are you
No,
craving?
not about craving. I'm a normal human being. I eat food. I like food. What do you like to eat?
I like cookies.
You like cookies
I like
from where?
pizza.
What's your favorite cookie?
My favorite cookie would be my mom's cookies, actually.
So next time, I want your mom's cookies.
Next time, I will come bearing gifts.
Thank you. I
Thanks,
appreciate
ma'am.
it.
All right, so if you ever want to impress Blake lively, cookies are the way to go. Head on over to etcanada.com to see all of the Shallow Star's killer looks, because we are rounding up her beautiful maternity style. Now, if you're hungry for more True Detective, Matthew McConaughey's recent comments might whet your appetite.
I miss Russ Cole, man. I miss watching him on Sunday nights. I miss watching True Detective on Sunday nights.
Me too.
Yeah, you heard it. Matthew opened up about possibly returning to his Emmy-nominated role on The Rich Eisen Show. Now, certainly a very exciting thought, but maybe not for Matthew's wife, Camila Alves.
I was a happy man while we made that for 6 months, because I was on my own island. Luckily, my wife put up with me. And she said I was actually pretty nice when I came home.
Good to know. Now to watch more of Matthew's interview, just head on over to etcanada.com. Still to come, our Gay Icons Week continues with Miley, why she is getting so much love from the LGBTQ community.
I just want to tell my parents I hope that this makes them proud and somehow makes up for all the shit that I do.
Welcome back to ET Canada's Vegas Week. You know who loves Vegas as much as we do? Miley Cyrus.
That's right. Whether she's taking a break from recording or touring, hanging out here with some friends, or celebrating yet another milestone, Miley Cyrus is synonymous with Las Vegas.
Yes, and she is a star that we're featuring in our Gay Icon series. Far removed from her Hannah Montana days, Miley is a huge supporter of the LGBTQ community.
I came in like a rainbow. I never hit so hard in love.
When Miley took a wrecking ball to her Hannah Montana image, a gay icon was born.
She was just like, this is who I am, take it or leave it. And that struck a chord with the gay community, because it's like, yes, this is who we are, take it or leave it.
And even though she's the new kid on the LGBTQ block, she's learning quick.
So when she came out in support of her friend Gus Kentworthy, she's like, this guy is gay and he's an amazing Olympic athlete. That's awesome. And there was no like, oh, we should be friendly to the gays, we should love them. She was just like, this is my friend, he came out. That's awesome.
And Miley's putting her money where her mouth is. Last year, she launched the Happy Hippie Foundation, a nonprofit organization that raises awareness, support, and funds for homeless LGBTQ youth.
Audrey Hepburn said, as you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself and one for helping others.
I think it's really important that she's so young, because the young kids can relate to her and go, you know what, it is okay to be who I am.
Miley's also a passionate AIDS research crusader.
I just want to tell my parents I hope that this makes them proud and somehow makes up for all the that I do.
And Miley can probably consider herself to be an honorary member of the LGBTQ community. She had a reported brief fling with Victoria's Secret model Stella Maxwell last year. And she's also called herself gender fluid, meaning she identifies as both male and female.
There was even an interview with our Rob Weston where she joked about, I sound like a guy, maybe I have something hidden in my skirt.
Do you feel like a woman?
I feel like a straight dude. You don't even know what I'm rocking under this skirt.
And that to me was unheard of, because women wouldn't do that 10, 15 years ago.
And apparently Miley's choice in men also helps lock in her gay icon status.
Anyone who gets to sleep with Liam Hemsworth is a gay icon, hands down.
So that's a wrap on day 4 of ET Canada's Vegas Week. We want to thank our good friends here at the Neon Museum, Las Vegas. What an amazing
This is
spot.
a cool spot here. I love it.
And can you believe it is our last day tomorrow in Vegas?
Say it ain't so. You know, I never want to leave here, right, Cheryl?
We all know
Oh,
that.
gosh.
Yes.
Well, so tomorrow we're really going to live it up Vegas style because, Cheryl, this is a 24-hour town, so we're going to do it right all day and all night.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
You with me on that?
The show will be amazing tomorrow. Right now, though, we're going to head to Hollywood and find out what's coming up tomorrow on the next ET.
Cheryl and Rick, it's Jamie Lynn Spears. Is she planning a crossover album with her big sis, Britney?
All right, thanks for that. And thanks for watching, everybody.
We're going to leave you right now with the first single off their upcoming 11th album. It's called The Getaway. Here are the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Dark Necessities.
We'll see you right back here tomorrow.